Good morning and welcome back to this video. So basically now I'll be driving to work, and on the way we can talk about the signs we encounter and what speed we should drive. So basically it's 6:30 in the morning, and since I'm taking the car out of the parking, I usually park my car on the road. So over here it's a residential area. The speed limit is 30. It is also depicted on the signboard on the road sign at the start of the residential area. So we have to drive under 30 and be very careful when we are driving through here or through any residential area. Then here we need to take a left, we give a signal, we stop, we check left and right if there's no car coming, and then we take a left. Immediately after the left there is a road from the right, so we have to check if there's someone coming in, because right before left and here there was no priority sign for us, so we have to make sure if there is someone on the right, then he has the priority and he can go first. We need to stop. Then there comes a road, there's a crossing here, right and left, so there was no one on the right, so I went ahead, but the people coming from the left, they would have had to stop because I had priority for them. You have to keep that in mind. Then here there is a road sign stating end of 30 zone, so here we can drive about 30, but then I have to take a left. Then on the top that show there was a road sign of give way, so I need to stop here in the line, check right, left if there's no bicycle coming or there's a vehicle, and take a left. Then again there is a road coming from front on the right hand side, that means I had to wait if there was a vehicle over there because right before left. Then as we move further, you can see top right corner there's this yellow sign which means priority. That means that we have the priority and we can go. The car coming from the right hand side would have to wait. Then there was a road sign indicating the speed limit of 30. So we have to be very careful that we don't cross this speed limit. The signal is green, we can go. If it was red, we'd have to stop at the stop line. Again, remember 30 sign also indicated. Then here comes another crossing. See, on the right the car stopped for us because we had the priority. There was a sign on top right. Then the next sign 30, again speed limit. Alright, here comes our first signal. Again on the signal you can see top right corner there's a priority sign, which means that we have the priority. When the signal is green, we can go. The cars coming from the right have to wait. Any which way they have a red signal, so they have to wait, but it's also depicted by the sign. Again, as we cross the road there is a 30 sign. Remember, we are still in 30 zone. We have to drive in the 30 zone. So here comes an important part. We can see the two lanes on the right, they go straight, and since we have to take left, we indicate left, come into the left lane and stop, because the traffic signal light for the left lane is red. As you can see on top left or near the signal there is also give way sign. That means that when we are taking a left, we have to give way if there is a vehicle coming in from the right. So here we take a left. Exactly at the entrance there is a sign reminding that it's a 30 zone, but also there is a small notification below that mentioning 30 zone only when on WEC stock, that is working days, that is Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. because there is a school nearby. Since it's around 6:30, we can drive at 50 because we are in city limits. The normal speed limit in the city is 50 unless and until mentioned by specific road signs. As you can see over here on top right corner, again there is a speed limit showing that it's 50 now, so we can drive at 50 from here on until unless again it is stated by the new road sign. So we have to be very careful basically when we are driving, because sometimes it is 30 but also there is a small notice below written that it is 30 only during specific times on specific days. So we have to keep that in mind. As we saw on the last section, it was 30 but it was only on work days, that is Monday to Friday between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. So we have to read the street signs very carefully when we are driving. So Here the speed limit is 50, so I'm driving around 47, 48. Sometimes I might go up to 49, but I would not cross 50, or I will not try to cross 50 at all, because it's the rules and it is always safe and better for you to drive within the speed limits or follow the rules. Good. So there was a turn, I slowed down my vehicle so I had better control. And there are the vehicles on the right, they are parked on the roadside. Then here we come, then we take a right lane, because whenever we emerge, when we have the signal or something, it is always easier or better to take the rightmost lane, because during turning we have no control. So we have to go straight. This lane allows us to go straight and take a right. We are not allowed to take a left on this crossing, also depicted by the blue symbol, and there was a give way symbol or give way road sign. So here it shows that we have priority and the speed limit is 50, and we have to take a left. So we come into a leftmost lane, we see in the mirror no one was there, we take a left, and then the next signal, again 2 different lanes, 2 different signals. For us it was green on the leftmost lane, we had to take a left, so we took a left. Again, be very sure if you are in city limits, not depicted, no road signs are depicted, we have to be under 50, and in 30 zones we have to be under 30. In residential areas it is always depicted what speed limit is allowed on that specific section. Over here it is 50, so I am driving under 50, around 48-49 kilometers per hour, but we have to be very careful when we are driving. So here there is a lane going towards the left, right and straight. We have to go straight, so we remain in the centermost lane because the signal turns green. So, and the speed limit again is 50, so we stay under 50. Over here there is a lane merging from right towards our lane. We have to be careful. If there is some vehicle, we can give them way to merge into our lane, or we can allow they can merge behind us. Over here you can see there is a Baustelle or construction site, that's why the road markings are yellow. When the road markings are yellow, it means that the white road markings are invalid and we have to follow the yellow road markings. So the road markings have changed here. Here we are allowed to go straight and right, 1 lane for each direction. We have to go straight, so we take the leftmost lane, follow the road markings and go ahead. The car in front, they want to take a U-turn, so they take the left lane here. There is also a lane merging from the right into our lane. We have to be very careful as well. There are cars parked on the right hand side. Speed limit is of course 50 because there was no sign stating that it should be 30, so we drive at around 49-50 kilometers per hour. Keep in mind we should not cause problems for people behind us by driving very slow, and we should not cause problems for ourselves by driving over the speed limit. Again, here we have to see the traffic light for our lane was green, we follow it. So speed limit 50, we remain 48-49 kilometers per hour. Sorry. Again, next signal, it's green, still green, we pass. We keep in mind our speed limit, we should not cross 50. Over here you will have a priority sign on your right hand side, and on the left hand side there will be a red color traffic sign, which means that we are not allowed to enter that road. So we have to keep that in mind as well. Here again, lane going towards left. People who want to take a left turn or U-turn, they don't take that lane. We go straight, we have to go straight over here. Oops, so it was yellow since we crossed. I didn't stop or didn't brake suddenly because there was a car behind us, and braking so spontaneously would have caused an accident, or it would have been really difficult for the car behind us to stop. Since it was still yellow and I was very close to the stop line, I decided that I will go through, but I didn't cross the speed limit of 50. So keep in mind, you have to take very instantaneous decisions when it comes to such close cases. Forward, we are still within city limits. We haven't seen a sign which shows that the city limit ends, so we are driving at a speed of 49-50. Comes the next signal. Again it's green, normally we follow our lane, we have to go straight. Shows the priority sign above. It shows that this is the small town of Navidar. We go straight. People who want to take a left turn or have to move towards the left, they can take the left lane. We have to go straight, so we remain in this lane. And then here comes bus stop or signal. We have to make sure which lane, we decide which lane we have to take. Since we need to go straight, we remain in the middle lane, because the left lane takes the left road towards the left and the right lane goes towards the right side or the right hand road. So here I would like you to show something. So here you can see there is a yellow sign which shows that city limit ends, and after that there is a sign stating 70 kilometers per hour. That means that now we are outside the city limits and are allowed to drive about 50 but below 70. The speed limit here is 70 kilometers per hour. Again, make sure with the signals, the lanes, we have to go straight, we follow this lane. Now we are driving about 50 and under 70. So guys, that's all for today's video, and we'll be back for the next video where I'll be driving through various sections of the roads into the city and highways, and come up with more such videos where I can show how I'm driving and everything. Thank you, bye bye, and have a nice day.